Victoria is, in fact, interrupted by shitface. The girls think that Sarah has come back. That would be pathetic producing on account of fathers dying, but it would be good for. But it would be good producing, because fuck her family. You know what I mean?
It's happened before.
She'll be back at hometowns.
Instead, we get the kind of producing that we're accustomed to on this show. Now, I wrote this thinking that it was a pretty bad idea, but I think that it ultimately ends up being, a solid tactic by the Svengalis.
The idea of bringing more girls in.
Yes.
And it was going to be lame, and yet it turned into be wildly entertaining.
Yeah, it was wildly entertaining. Shame on me. We've talked about how there are too many fucking people on the show, but Mickey does not seem to mind. In some, fascistic edict he delivered, he was like, I want 115 women on this show. And somebody was like, Mickey, we've got enough. And he was like, what's your name? Nick.
I wouldn't say that. Use a different name example.
Okay. Well, here, you be the production assistant. We've got enough.
I think we actually have enough when it was a record this year, Mickey.
What's your name?
Nick?
Nick what?
Davis?
Kill his family.
Ha! My grandma's 83.
It's because of this edict that 5 more women are going to be showing up. Enter Brittany, the Days of Our Lives reject, who delivers a killer line that made me want to throw up, then grabs him and starts slopping up the lower part of his face.
I would like to comment on this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Matt. This makes you a boy, not a man, sir. You barely know this. What you don't know. You have no idea who this person is. She's mildly attractive. Okay. And she stuck her tongue in your throat. And you know all these girls that have spent, I think they mentioned it's 3 weeks at the time frame right now. This is downright rude and unbecoming, sir. You are a weak little man. I would never have allowed this. I would have been like, hey, sorry, we'll get to know each other.
Sure.
And that's what a real man and a gentleman would do. He's just a sad, pathetic dude.
Mr. Chastity over there, huh?
I think
he doesn't know how to play the game like Patty would.
I think this is the Svengali's hard at work here. He's a God-fearing man. I don't think he drinks a lot. They have these cocky parties. He's 4 deep. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna send the sluttiest girl at him, and he's lost his faculties at this point.
Right.
And I
facilities.
I don't.
Oh, come on, that's
what? Idiot.
That's
Entourage. Tight.
Good move, eh? You're gonna need all your facilities.
My what? Idiot?
Did I say that wrong?
But
yeah, no, I knew the word. Nick knew I knew the word. Nick doesn't think I'm an idiot. We're quoting Entourage.
Hey, one little note here on Brittany, just so she's called a whore quite a bit in the show. Truth be told, she just dated a bunch of rich guys, which a lot of her friends were doing. This was all cleared up on the social medias today.
Oh, nice.
Now,
I didn't even know.
Anna, aka Nutcracker Face, she was a bottle service girl, and I think that's a lower rung. Having those little firecrackers as the bottles are being brought in for those guys overpaying for bottle service.
Okay, so I have this later, but let's address it, because this whole thing where Nutcracker Face was saying, I've been told to be wary of this girl. People have been sending me her pictures, and I'm thinking, like, what kind of fucking world do you live in the copy editing, in the copywriting industry, where people are like saying, like, look out for this girl, like everybody's got...
It's Samantha in HR. I don't think Samantha in HR at the copywriting. No, right. I think it's some, like, bottle service girl.
Right, so when she said bartending, it's revealed that she was a bottle service girl. And, we don't want to shit on professions. You got to make money how you can make money, but to be judging a person who is supposedly an escort when you are bringing out flaming bottles of champagne in a bikini, there's a little glasses and stone houses.
Big time.
I have
Big time.
I have another word for bottle service girl. Bad escort.
Right. That's what I wanted to say.
They're or aspiring escorts, to be honest.
Exactly my point. I'm sure that the girls who are doing bottle service are looking at these women who are coming in with these disgusting old men, and they feel at least a little bit of envy because they have nicer things than them, and they don't have to work until 5 o'clock in the morning, but the grass is always greener. You don't know what a waddle on your face feels like when getting sexed missionary by an 85-year-old man. It's not worth it.
Tale as old as time. Don't mistake paradise for the house next door.
We always feel free when we escape, even if it be from the frying pan into the old man's Bentley.
Okay, so she walks in, and I love how the
Was
girls.
that Robert Frost?
Please.
Can't remember
It
his
was
name.
obviously Robert Frost. So she walks in, and I love how the girls treat these women like they're any different than them. Like the girls are doing it to them. You know what I mean? Like, no, they're just like you. You're all just pretty cattle that are being ordered around by people in headsets. Who
Now,
live
to
in
be
Los
fair,
Feliz.
Brittany overstepped the bounds there by sticking her tongue in his throat. Like
Little
that,
bit.
I think that's overstepping the bounds there.
A little bit. I agree with that. But the rest of them, it's just like, what's the deal? Why all the hatred?
Well, to be fair, it's the sty monster now looking like the abominable snowman in that ridiculous cheap fur coat.
Yeah.
She's the one that is really the main architect of the hatred, in my opinion. Some of the girls are kind of sitting back, being a little chilly. I think you are right, though, Dylan. They should be pointing fingers at the people that are holding cameras at this point.
Yeah.
Not the young ladies coming in.
Yeah.
And I really, really hated the alliance between the quote unquote OG girls and then versus the new girls.
Yeah.
That was a recurring theme. The people like MJ, Anna, Chelsea, Asian Serena, and Kayla, you have no chance. You can remove these 5 new women and you are still irrelevant in terms of Matt. So quit blaming them and acting like they're the enemy. Matt's affection is the enemy.
Right.
Really held back.
And also that girl that got out of jail and she was on parole showed up in that fucking dress that looked like she was going to the AVN Awards to accept her trophy for best double anal. She deserved to be tossed that
What
night.
are you talking? Oh my fucking God.
You didn't see that dress on that girl that she
I wrote down that I loved the pattern, and then I saw the cut of it. I was like, wow, that's a lot. Okay, but anyways, before her, we need to talk about another Faya moment. That is when Miss Puerto Rico, Universe Puerto Rico, comes in the house. Victoria greets her with a very, very warm welcome.
Are you a former Miss? Or like
Yeah, so I'm Victoria, like the queen.
Okay.
And so I think I should have that crown, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you. Victoria.
it's okay.
Victoria. Victoria.
Claws are out, man. Like, yikes.
I didn't catch when I watched it. There were 3 girls saying Victoria, Victoria, so, like essentially stop.
Like, hey, you're being a sty monster.
You're being a sty monster.
Yeah.
Dylan, let me just
But really quickly before you move on, Catalina, Puerto Rico, Miss Universe.
I know you're going to say, are the judges blind down in Puerto Rico?
Nope.
Oh,
That's what Dylan was going to say.
You thought that was what I was going to say?
I don't know.
No, I was going to say, throw a fucking jab if she tries to take your goddamn tiara.
She's
Hit her in the Adam's apple and get kicked off the show, but don't let her take your crown.
Dylan, you know one of the staples of being a Miss whatever. It's your composure.
Beauty and grace.
Yes.
But no, you cannot touch the crown.
Can't do it.
We all remember the UFC 194 press
Right.
conference when Conor brazenly
Okay, so we need to break
grabbed
down
Jose
the girls.
Aldo's belt. And it was the exact same thing, and everybody was saying the same thing that you were saying to Catalina to Jose. You got to defend that crown,
Yeah, you have
composure
to.
or not.
Dylan, I'd be
have to.
remiss if
Please don't gloss over
didn't
that.
give a rundown of the 5 girls that came in. So we had Brittany, accused of being a whore. We have Michelle, the cute teacher, who I think, boy, did she just get bumped up in the rankings. Forgive me. Ryan, the dancer. Kim, the nurse. and then finally Miss Puerto Rico.
I don't get why Kim was there. It's not like she's not pretty or dynamic.
Is that the Asian?
Yeah, to move the needle. I'm not talking about that. But she just seems like a solid person. So, go mature like the rest of the world. Not on this sad stage.
I think it's because he looked like a man.
Yeah.
Miss Swan. She looked like Miss Swan.
Yeah, he thought that.
Okay.
You didn't.
One of these girls looks like someone's mom. I don't know what she was doing on the show. I texted you guys last night. I think that might have been Ryan or something.
I would like to clarify that I do not think that Miss Swan looked like a man. That was just Miss Swan's line.
So